PDN News Updates. Here is Jarek Sablon from our PDN Newsroom. This is brought to you by our sponsor, KFC Guam.
The Consolidated Commission on Utilities on Monday night allowed the Guam Waterworks Authority to go after a major water rate increase, though GWA said it will try and save ratepayers from the full increase. Non-Lifeline water rates would go up by 71%, and Lifeline water rates would increase by 12.5% by fiscal year 2029. This, however, still depends on whether GWA gets a full final approval from the Public Utilities Commission, Guam's rate-setting authority. However, if GWA can get an alternate financing scheme for water and sewer upgrades planned over the next 5 years, ratepayers may still see a significant but reduced increase of 50% for non-Lifeline water rates and 6% for Lifeline water rates. GWA said it will try to save money on the hundreds of millions of dollars worth of water and sewer system upgrades planned in the next 5 years through a tax-exempt commercial paper program, which the legislature would have to authorize. Previously closed-off portions of Paseo de Susana Beach Park in Hagåtña reopened around noon Tuesday after Department of Parks and Recreation personnel cleaned them up of rocks and other debris that high surfs and strong waves pushed deeper into the beach park over the weekend. Parks and Recreation Director Angel Sablon said the area now should be safe for residents and visitors after DPR personnel cleaned up pavilions, walkways, and grounds of rocks, mud, and other debris. The Department of Public Works assisted DPR in the cleanup. DPR, however, is looking forward to a long-term solution to prevent high surfs and strong waves from pushing debris deeper into the beach park by making repairs to the Typhoon Mawar damaged seawall and riprap. Attorney General Douglas Moylan has submitted a draft bill that he hopes can address the conflict of interest issue that has led to his office withdrawing legal services for government of Guam agencies ahead of Wednesday's emergency session. On the agenda is how to address the AG's office temporarily withdrawing legal services of more than 20 government of Guam agencies that it is currently investigating. Speaker Therese Terlahi on Monday said senators will weigh possible legislative solutions. The AG, in a letter to Terlahi, asked that she consider introducing the proposed legislation from his office, which is intended to address the apparent conflict of interest and imputed disqualification rules that interfere with the AG's ability to perform the duties required by Guam law. The Attorney General and the Consolidated Commission on Utilities are at odds over whether Guam has the water and power supply to keep up with thousands of incoming Marines and their family members. Attorney General Douglas Moylan, in a letter to the legislature Monday, said the CCU has failed to plan for the increase in Guam's population over the next 2 years and said there may be an impending state of emergency. He urged senators to get an independent estimate of whether Guam has adequate utilities to keep up with demand. Outgoing CCU Chairman Joey Dueñas told the Pacific Daily News Tuesday he was not concerned at all about the ability of the Guam Waterworks Authority and the Guam Power Authority to keep up with the increased demand caused by the buildup. Education Chairman Senator Chris Barnett on Tuesday said his next monthly oversight hearing on the Guam Department of Education will cover what he described as GWA's egregious abuse of funds, following public auditor findings that the school system bought over 34,000 laptops, totaling $24.6 million, mostly without a contract from a sole vendor, and without getting the Attorney General involved in the process. The audit contained actionable findings that could be prosecuted, Barnett said of the OPA report. An OPA report released in 2023 also found that GDOE paid out $640,000 in questionable overtime payments, but we have not seen any legal action move forward on this, Barnett said. He encourages the Attorney General to look further into these and other audit findings released by the OPA. Jenna Manabusan, named as a co-conspirator in the alleged robbery and murder of Sumitra Lairopi on February 14th, appeared in court Tuesday for pretrial release conditions in front of Judge Benjamin Cisan Jr. The prosecuting attorney asked for confinement, saying Manabusan was a danger to the community and unlikely to comply with court orders. Alternate Public Defender Richard Dirks, representing Manabusan, asked that she be released on personal recognizance. The judge said that Manabusan faced very serious charges and he was not willing to release her on a personal recognizance. He then proceeded to set bail at $100,000. For more of these stories, log on to GuamPDN.com and follow us on social media.